Hey Jesus, uh, I don't know. Well, I guess you're always watching, but uh, well, I don't know if God is or like if you guys take shifts or what it is, but you guys are always watching. So I just want to say happy birthday in video too. So, uh, so we're oh yeah. So here's a birthday candle, Jesus. Or it's not well, it's cinnamon pecan swirl. I'm not sure if you like that smell, but you know, I don't know. I don't know if you can smell it all the way up there, but I mean, you probably already know what it smells like, and you can just think of it and probably get one. They're at Kroger. Jesus, I don't know. I don't know if you go to Kroger or if you were here, they had Kroger's, but they're Kroger's now. It's like a grocery store, and they started selling shirts, and pants too, actually. But this is pecan swirl, Jesus. So shout out, happy birthday, Jesus of Nazareth from Nazareth. I think that's what it is. Forgive me. That's what you do. That's what you're all about. That's what you came down for, right? The first time he came down is because God was like, look, God was like so harsh, and he was just like, don't understand. And then God's like, you know what? My son's pretty fucking cool. I'm gonna send him down there. And Jesus had a good, he did some crazy shit and like made a pretty big impact. And like, look, I mean, he's kind of like the OG of religion. So, I mean, just shout out to Jesus. All right, Jesus, happy birthday. I know you're supposed to light like a dessert, but that's the thing. Like, I would just eat it. It's like you're not gonna come. You're not gonna eat it. Like, no, that would be fucking nuts if you fucking. But I mean, so I figured you might be able to more likely to smell something. I guess I don't know. Because I would just feel weird if I got a birthday cupcake or something for Jesus and then I just fucking ate it. It'd be like, that was for Jesus. So happy birthday, Jesus. I know you weren't. Well, I don't think you're on the even on. I don't think you're on Earth. But if you're in the Columbus area, it was rainy. But I don't know. I don't know if you. I don't know if you care about weather. I don't know if that's something you care about. In heaven, does it have weather? Because it seems like it's always cloudy. It seems like it's always cloudy and like blue sky, which I like. But I mean, is there gonna be like a storm every now and then up in heaven? Like I mean, and not like a scary storm, not a bad one, just like a fun one. Like can you just be like, hey, can we have a cool, not just a little storm? And then I don't know, do you ask God or Jesus, or is it like if God says no, you go ask Jesus? Well, Jesus, I try to make a when I get a house someday, like I would like to make it very nice, and that's what I feel like heaven. Like I feel like you try to just make it really nice, and I think I've heard things about it. I think it sounds great, but it's not like fucking like Zillow or something. You can't just like look at pictures and destinations. Like I mean, we really don't. We don't even know. Like, are you on a planet somewhere, or we really don't know. Well, happy birthday, Jesus, and thank you for everything. And I hope you had a good birthday, and I appreciate you. Hey, did you hear about this? Alright, so scientists were thinking about stuff, and they were like, "Look, how can we, how can we go see stuff with a telescope that isn't on Earth? So we could see, like, what if we could put a telescope over into space?" And then that's what they did. So they put a telescope into space, and it's not like it's not like they just spent a fucking like I don't know what you call it, a stick telescope. Just like a regular telescope. I mean, it's a pretty crazy telescope. It's like a fucking telescope with a mirror, and it's gonna look at the planets. Hey, tornadoes! Stop fucking around with like other states around us, alright? I'm not playing. Seriously, you really fucking did a lot of damage out there, and tornadoes. I mean, I know you guys are just like going around and all this stuff, but here's my thing, tornadoes. I don't want you to not exist because I mean you're pretty and stuff, but or you're just like I don't know, you're exciting, but you gotta not destroy entire towns in Kentucky and other states. It's just, I mean, look, you got a lot of open field. Uh, just go around, okay? Just go around and don't destroy that stuff. I mean, that's pretty messed up, but you know. Hey, son Obello, uh, I have something to tell you. You can't just suck the fat out of someone and then that solves it. Like, I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to be mean, but that lady that cries on there about how happy she is about the results, uh, she doesn't look, she doesn't look actually, she doesn't look actually like skinnier. She just looks like she got her stomach taken out, like, and like everything else looks the same. Like, and look, I mean, there's no shortcut to fucking doing it. Like, I don't know. You either gotta just like really get in sync with like eating healthy, or I don't know. But that's the thing. That's the thing. All that shit's so good. I mean, look, it's the holidays. I say give it till. I guess just say fuck it until December. How many? December 31st. But maybe give yourself a day to like get some fiber, like a fiber day. So go to you do whatever till 30th, and then make 31st a fiber day. Hey, Ohio State, I don't get why you guys are so bent up about owning the. First of all, it's called the. So I don't know why you added an e in the first place. The Ohio State University. Do you realize that there's other? I mean, that could be any state. The Alabama University, right? The go to the Michigan. Oh, that's all I said it. Guys, you just be ridiculous about stupid stuff like don't say M, like cross out no all the M's, like it's just so dumb. Like, I mean, I gotta give it to you. It doesn't sound like saying the Ohio State University, the Ohio State. Okay, like it basically has to make sense in the context of a player saying it when they show their head on a football game. When they go, uh, like oh, Aaron Jacobson, LSU, like that kind of thing. Like that's when they have to. So they really drill it in there. The Ohio State. Like guys, there. I wish I could remember, but there was another college where he said the, and I thought Ohio State was gonna lose their fucking mind. Like, I mean, it's a the it's the first. Hear the Ohio State University. And how do crime shows? How does a crime show come up with so many fucking crimes? Like, that makes me think that they have a job where you come up with new crimes. Cause, I mean, like 50 fucking years of crime shows. And then, what? I mean, how many crimes are there? Like 30? So I'm still looking for an R&B group. I've been studying up on, uh, what I want my R&B group to sound like, and I definitely, you know, Diddy, Diddy is obviously pretty much like my inspiration. Uh, or like my role model in doing that, because that's something like it's all these little pieces of what you think about of like when you're a kid, like okay, you're just like miserable at school and you're just dreaming like I'm gonna be doing. Uh, hey, Merry Christmas clock. Uh, January 1st, you're up. You're going back to the first one, and we can't, I honestly can't remember what the first one sounds like at this point. So, uh, yeah, it should be the kind of things where when you were a kid at school and like you would see people out free doing stuff, doing cool shit, and you would just be thinking like, I want to be doing that kind of stuff, and most people just don't try. As much as as much as I am influenced by Diddy and like inspired by how he works and like what he does, it's I would say I would be more inspired by Drew Hill. Uh, Drew Hill, Drew Hill is very special because they are about they're just about as pure about like what I see it is like R&B, like R&B group. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's very like much about like the voice and the lyrics, and also they come through with like really crazy like echoey like beats and like snaps and like all these little sounds, and I like that. So I've been saying that the 2020s are the new 80s. Well, Drew Hill's like 2000s and 90s, but uh, I still think that there. I mean, that would be the truest form of R&B if you're gonna bring it back in a group form. So I don't know if there. That's the thing. I don't know if there's like. Uh, it's hard to say whether there is any uh, want like right now in music for a fucking R&B group, but I don't know. I feel like an R&B group could work as long as it's obviously talent first, and uh, it's gotta be. I would probably be looking for 4 to 5 people, but that's the thing about it. You really start a group around a person. So I guess the quick the narrowing it in route of like looking would be to ultimately just find one person to start with that I believe in. So that's pretty much because like it's not like you know if fucking you get four random singers message you like I mean what are the odds that's gonna I mean that'd just be fucking God the grace of fucking God like like what are the chances so that any of them would be a star you know so I basically think that instead of me calling out for it, I need to go look for that, basically. You have to have the star. I mean, if you don't have that, then you have to have the star of the group, but you also have to have the other 3 to 4. You realize that uh, that one guy is the most important. Now, not in the sense of like, oh, this and this, like these, the order of importance. It's just like everybody in the group knows that we're not breaking up the group because we don't need each other, and that also means that the leader can't get a big head about it. And stick with them in the group. Because that's the thing about Day 26. They honestly. Uh, they Day 26, they all seem to want to be solo artists, but they realize like they need the group, but they wanted to say bye to the group. It seems, but technically, Day 26 is still together. Day 26 did not have a breakout like star in them either, and that makes them fade away. Because I mean, no, you know, nobody remembers Day 26 really because sure they were in the charts and big at the time, but none of them are notable now. Like nobody knows them right now. They have to understand of like the beauty of like basically like worshiping a woman like it's pretty much the most powerful thing in the world. I would say women are more powerful than money or anything. Shout out to Chinese food. Santa fucking brought oh boy 45 or so fucking things of Chinese food. So Chinese food, thank you Chinese food. Shout out to China. After seeing that, well, I'm not sure about your limb. I'm not sure about your government, but after seeing your people, I'm down for it. Shout out to China. And look, your food's great. I know you think we messed it up, but I think this is like real shit. So I don't know. So yeah, I'll eat the fucking shitty Thanksgiving food on Thanksgiving. That's what you're supposed to do. But I feel like Christmas is kind of like just like you kind of mix it up a little bit. I really do think, isn't that a thing too? Chinese food on Christmas. I like it. I mean, uh, yeah, Chinese food on Thanksgiving. It just seems weird. Even though I would love pizza or like Chinese food or tacos or something on Thanksgiving, but they didn't have that back then. Like when they were making Thanksgiving, they tried to make Thanksgiving and they looked around and they just started growing stuff and all they had was corn and like potatoes and they had like a turkey, so they just killed it and then made potatoes and then they had Thanksgiving and it was very nice because they were they didn't know at the time that we were going to like murder them and take over their country. Christmas you can kind of throw it around. Chinese food, Thanksgiving. So shout out to China. Look, we put our guys out of your Olympics or Beijing. Am I stupid? What is Beijing? Beijing, China. I think that's it. Beijing, Japan. Beijing. What are the other ones? Beijing, China. Yeah. Shout out to Beijing, China. I'm sorry, we had to pull people out of the Olympics just because, well, I know that some lady said that she got assaulted by some Chinese guy, and then we were mad about that, and we're mad about the people not getting treated right, and we were mad because we're just like trying to stick up for like the right things, and I'm at least a person that understands that like China's government is not the Chinese people. So I don't hold it against Chinese people. And hey, your food. I mean, goddamn. Oh. God, I'm sorry. You know. Yeah, the pillars of fruit are pizza, tacos, chicken, burgers, and then Chinese food. Chinese food, thank you. I don't know what you guys really eat. Like, if you guys always eat orange chicken and like, General So chicken and like sweet and sour chicken. Like, I don't know if that's what you guys always eat. And rice. Shout out to rice. But that's what we think you guys eat, and we like it. So we like that aspect of it. So we appreciate that. And uh, wow, that means I want to eat that stuff so bad. I was thinking about chicken. I woke up in a bad mood this morning because I got a bad sleep. I woke up very uncomfortable, and you know, I could not stop being, I could not stop being in a bad mood, and I just couldn't figure out exactly why. I felt very frustrated about a lot of things, and even when I was being mad, like I would be thinking like, why do like everything's really fine. Like I know it's kind of depressing that it's raining, but I mean it's nice. It's raining. It's peaceful. I like rain. It's not really your time rain, but I like the rain coming down, and I just couldn't get I just couldn't get to like why I felt so frustrated. But that's the thing. I mean, when I watch Kanye's uh, when I watch Kanye's interview, uh, or like his podcast interview, where they first ask him like how he's doing, he's like everything's. He's like, I'm really fucking with everything, like everything good, even the bad, like, cause like what he means is like life is just like that, like it's up and down, like you have to feel sad to feel happy. You have to feel mad to feel calm. Like Kanye understands. That's what waves is about. Like just the wave of emotions. Like it's just gonna go. And sometimes the wave is just gonna keep going and going, and you don't understand why. But eventually that wave will crash, and another wave of something else will come up, and like you just gotta keep your mind going, and even if you can't snap out of it, just know eventually you're gonna be fine. And Jesus, I'm sorry that I kind of got sidetracked, like thinking about myself on your birthday. Just like, uh, uh, you know, I just have a lot of hopes for uh, 2022, and I feel very, very nervous. And I'm scared, and I'm scared. I have to be in the right mood, but I kind of Ed Sheeran has some songs. There's a lot of artists during that 2015, 16 ish era that I kind of just blocked out because of like thinking about stuff then, and I'm trying to get over that kind of stuff. And Ed Sheeran is one of them. His song, "Photograph," that song is really fucking good. But Ed Sheeran's like pretty talented, and he has an album title called "Thinking Out Loud," and I started thinking about what that meant, and I find that when I think out loud, it helps me think, because I think that's something that's been really different. Um, I get sidetracked and maybe not some different weeks that I don't think as much. But since my Blues Clues days, uh, you gotta sit in your fucking thinking chair and think. And I try to just do a lot of that, and you gotta think and think and think and think and think. But eventually, you have to stop thinking and go, because God is not Santa Claus, and neither is Jesus. Jesus is not Santa Claus. And you can't just sit here fucking wishing on a fucking star. I mean, we're all free. This is the Late Night Ops. Thank you for watching. Shout out to Ohio State. You're gonna have to let the "the" thing go. Okay? Anybody can say "the." I think Taylor Swift tried to own a word. I can't remember. But it's kind of different because, well, no, she's not. I can't own a word. But it is a lyric song, which is a little different, but "the," anybody can use it. Hey, real quick, I switched back to, I was eating pretzels. I was eating pretzels for a minute, and because I was sitting there thinking this is healthy, because I abandoned good old tortilla chips. The problem with tortilla chips is you get tempted to dip it in unhealthy stuff, but I just ended up dipping pretzels in frosting, which, by the way, is a really delicious, quick old snack. But uh, turns out, I looked it up. Pretzels are basically just white bread loaves baked, so they're very unhealthy. And chips, tortilla chips, I have not gotten regular like Even though I really love Fritos and Cheetos, I've not gotten those in so long, which I'm afraid if I start getting them again, I'm just gonna start getting them a bunch. So I just haven't broke that box yet. But I still get tortilla chips, and if you just stick with tortilla chips, which are just corn, salt, and oil, so it's literally just like eating a cooked piece of corn. And corn is healthier than white bread, so I mentioned add rice to your regimen, add corn too, corn, rice, tortilla chips, pass them. But you gotta be careful what you dip them in. You gotta be careful what you dip them in. Tornadoes, please just go around. All right, it's just I know you guys had a big old field to go into, and if you guys just gonna win it over there, I mean, it's just uh, yeah, just go around tornadoes. Hey, shout out to the '93 Cowboys. I believe that I believe that the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year for two reasons. Because three reasons. The Cowboys are being a good season. Savannah Guthrie cheerleaded for them, and they won the Super Bowl in 1993. I was born in 1993, so it's blue. Michigan won. That's blue. I believe it is the Cowboys' year, and Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl. I just want to predict it now. I wanted to predict it weeks ago, but I should have said it. But I would be so pissed off if I did not say it and it happened. And I could have been like, fucking look at the video, look at the tape, motherfucker. I said it. I said it my reasons. So, Cowboys, I believe we're going to win the Super Bowl. Real quick, Vic, I think you should release Traffic. The autobiography, let's face it, it didn't do very well. And that is an album tied to bad memories for me. I was fucking plastered drunk listening to that album when it came out, and I wish it didn't have to happen like that. I'm gonna try to reclaim your album. I don't want any memory to like claim a song or whatever. So, but still, I feel like Traffic would have been. Well, maybe it's good you didn't release Traffic, because then maybe I would have ruined Traffic. Vic, please release Traffic. I was listening to you through all your mixtapes, and I was really excited for your first album, and there's good stuff on there, but ultimately, it was a little disappointing, honestly, because all your mixtapes are better than your album, and you only have one official album. Because I feel like Vic is nervous to like release a second album, because I feel like he thinks it's like make or break, and it kind of is. But his mixtapes, I think, are pretty solid. But Drew Howe has a song called Love/Hate, and that's like basically saying like they're saying that there's a thin line between love and hate, saying both emotions are very strong, and it can flip. There's a thin line between love and hate, and Diddy actually says it too, in his No Way Out album. But that's something I think about too. That's Snoop Dogg sort of looks like Black Alan Jackson, but well, at least in a picture on Twitter, he kind of looked like that. But he looked like if Alan Jackson was like high. But shout out to Snoop. Hey, Snoop, let's be honest. You're being cheap and selling out, doing all these commercials. Alright, you don't need the money. I find it cheap. You're a weed guy and you're selling out to alcohol ads. I find it fucking cheap, honestly. But I could be wrong. Maybe in his day-to-day life he drinks beers and shit. I don't get how you could be like on the stoner Olympics or whatever they say and fucking drink beer. I think in order to be a stoner like legend, you gotta be a only smoker. Cause any smoker and former drinker would know drinking totally overpowers the high. Like, and the way I drink, oh, I'm gonna black out immediately. Like, immediately. Alright, this is the Late Night Ops here. A Late Night Ops Christmas. Late Night Ops TV. Merry Christmas, Jesus. Or, Happy Birthday, Jesus. I guess you're... I'm not sure how old you are, honestly. It's not your fault. I can't remember ages. I'm not good with any of that kind of stuff. But you're born in the year 0. Everything started on. Um, Happy birthday, Jesus. Name that on CV. Wow, that's that sounds cheap. Plugging yourself right next to saying that Jesus. Jesus, I'm just trying to give you a shout out. Like, I mean, Kanye said, "Let Jesus walk," and I said, "Let Jesus fucking run." You know, I'm gonna talk about Jesus. I guess the way Kathy Lee needs a Regis, that's the way I need Jesus. Shout out to Jesus Walks. That just shows you that Kanye is so true to shit. Cause it's not like he just like, oh, I'm gonna make this like Jesus is King album. Like he has been ingrained in that, and like he took a risk at a very still dicey part in his career and put out Jesus Walks as a single, and it was very risky. And that's the thing about Kanye. He changed music. He changed everything. When 808s and Heartbreak came out, it changed the whole idea of what music like that could be. And yeah, I mean, pay attention to Kanye. He is every album he's put out is a music history. Like every single album. Chrissy Metz, I honestly feel like you're being big just for the role. Hey, I like rolls. I eat a lot. I love food. Chrissy, I think you should just start smoking. But this is us, Lisa Ann. This is crazy. Uh, guys, you're gonna kill Chrissy Metz. I mean, Jesus. Uh, Chrissy Metz. There's no way you can possibly be uh, not realizing that like you're gonna you're not okay. Okay. So I do say it with love, and I just think that you are in like serious trouble. Like, and if people aren't gonna be honest with you, I will. I mean, look, you are so big that you could just die in your sleep any day. And look, I fuck my lungs up to where I can't even believe I can fucking breathe sometimes. So I could just die in my sleep too. So look, I substitute food with cigarettes, and I'm always munching on something. So look, I completely understand, and look, I just refuse to stop moving and trying and all this stuff. But look, Chrissy, it's the holidays, so I'm gonna eat bad too. I got a whole bunch of food to be thankful for, and I'm gonna enjoy it. And look, I guess the point is, eat so much that you just can't even fucking move for the next couple of days. Uh, but yeah, I mean, after that, you gotta just like rein it back in, uh, and just allow it for a couple of days. But yeah, Chrissy Metz, you really need to like be serious. That's the thing about managing weight. I find it that it's always like just reining it in. Like that's all it is to it. Like you're just like, all right, so this whole week I ate fucking terrible, but then you just like, all right, so next couple of weeks I just gotta rein it in. But then you also have to incorporate, even if you're eating unhealthy, you have to incorporate nutrients that you need, like fibers and all this kind of stuff. So I found cans of fruits and cans of vegetables and beans are the perfect way to easily get all that stuff in. But cause yeah, I mean, what I'm gonna fucking get corn on the cob and like, oh yeah, I'll go fucking boil some damn corn and fucking peel it on this shit. Like, it has to be realistic. Nobody's gonna stick to anything that's not realistic, and there's no shortcut to losing weight. You just have to eat healthy and move a lot. I don't exercise, but I try to eat moderately and eat healthy and move a lot. And I walk around a lot and do movement as much as I can. Because I just refuse to exercise. I'm not exercising until I stop smoking, and I realize that I'm in the same boat. I mean, smoking. I don't know how quickly it catches up to you, but I'm doing really, really bad at it. Alright, Merry Christmas, Jesus. Happy birthday. I hope you had a good birthday and stuff. I'm sorry that I was like maybe not in the right spirit. I have a lot of stuff in my mind, a lot of nerves, all this kind of stuff. I was thinking about a lot, and I should have been thinking about you more. And I tried to make sure I did, and I feel like I did. Tried to, and I know that you were knowing that you know that when I try, and you know my intentions, and like you know my heart. That's why I love you, Jesus, because I don't have to explain nothing to you. I don't have to like I don't have to worry, like, you just know, like, and you know my intentions in life, and, like, you know how I feel about things, and, like, pretty much the only person you can trust, because people just like to, like, I don't know. Alright, this is Late Night Ups TV. Thank you for watching. Late Night Ups TV on Twitter, Late Night Ups TV, trying to be more active on YouTube. Late Night Ups TV 4 in BC. Late Night Ups TV. It rhymes. L1O TV. L1O TV. I don't know if we're going to stick with that, but L1O TV, it is L1O TV. Late Night Ups TV. Oh wait, L Late Night, yeah. Alright, this is the Late Night Ups. Thank you for watching Late Night Ups TV. Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, Jesus. Hope you had a good one, and Late Night Ups TV.